Today is another beautiful day. I want to use this opportunity to make some explanation and give you some information that will help you settle and solve some of your electricity issue. For those of you, for technicians, lecturers, students, electrical engineering students, electrical engineering lecturers, and there are informations that you need in this modern generation to pass on to your student as a lecturer, because you can't be giving them outdated handout or teaching them old things. But this is the real thing. I'm going to make a little explanation here, and I'll be going live on the 30th, which is Saturday, on majority of those things. Let me throw more light on them for you to properly understand. In this series, I want to be explaining the difference between a stabilizer, a UPS, and a power surge. A stabilizer, UPS, and a power surge. And at the end of the day, I will tell you that which you're supposed to be using among these ones, that which is effective to use at a particular time. So once again, this is stabilizer. What is the definition of a stabilizer? A stabilizer, it was stabilizes a voltage stabilizer. This is an AC voltage stabilizer. And if you can see, this is Century product, automatic voltage stabilizer. A stabilizer is an electrical device that stabilizes the electricity you use in your house. Let me throw more light on that. Now, the voltage line, let me open up and share something for you. This thing you are seeing is a stabilizer. Out of the old technician in this Nigeria, only 20% or less than 20% can fix it properly. Just to be sincere, that is the sincere truth. And do you want to know why? I will tell you later on Saturday. Now, some after fixing the stabilizer, they end there. But you are not supposed to end there after fixing the stabilizer. You are supposed to put it on a calibrating machine and check the voltage line. What do I mean by voltage line? Assuming 100 volts come into the house, will that stabilizer still give you an output of 220 at the output? Will it give you an output of 220 if 150 comes into the stabilizer? Will it still give you 220 or 230? If 220 or 260 comes in, will it still stabilize it and give you the regular output? That is what you're supposed to be looking at after you have finished fixing the stabilizer, and that's why it is hard for majority technicians to fix. This label here you see, I will do the mathematics on Saturday for you to understand it. Automatic voltage stabilizer, 2000 watts, input AC 230 volts minus 56% plus 13%, or AC 100 to 260 volts. This one I've already done the mathematics, but I will still do the mathematics for you to see it properly. Output is 230 plus minus 5%, 50x, 5.2 amp, but input fuse is rated as 9 amp, and I normally like using 10 and 12 because of the Nigerian electricity. So if your light is low, one of the best things I will advise to use is a stabilizer. If your light is high, use stabilizer. But in Nigeria, you don't predict electricity, so I'll advise use a stabilizer in a place your voltage is either low or high, or you can't tell the exact voltage. And how do you know the voltage that comes into your house? Majority Nigerians they are not interested on what comes into their house. In abroad, you don't reason electricity because it has been stabled right from the national grid. But In Nigeria, you have to be consigned on the electricity NEPA supply to your house. So therefore, you need to measure the voltage, not just looking at the bulb and conclude that it's okay. You have to measure the voltage, and that is why we advise having a voltmeter. And on Sunday, I'm going to show you how a voltmeter look like, or a voltmeter display. You can have it if you want it, so that you can use it to monitor your voltage line. That is for stabilizer for now. A power surge, which is this, is a device that cuts off supply from the output. When the voltage is too low or when it's too high, it will not work, meaning the appliance in the house will not work. Imagine you are using an AC. Because the voltage is low, you can't use your AC, so it's not preferable using it in a place where the voltage is low to power your AC, but stabilizer is preferable. Now, I love surge for generators. Majority people will forget to change over before switching off their generator. Some will just go and off their generator without switching off the power. The surge will protect your appliance from any form of surge, because you offing your generator without you offing the power, you see that the voltage drops gradually, and that might affect your appliances. But the power surge ensure that the voltage does not affect your appliances. It cuts it off automatic on its own. That is where this is suitable to use. For your TVs, your gadgets is suitable. Now, this is a UPS. Even the UPS, majority UPS need a stabilizer, to be sincere. This UPS you see had a minimum voltage it can take to give an output, and it's really used as backup for desktop and for your TV to comfortably shut them down so that you don't lose files. That is really what it's used for. Now, some can take a minimum voltage of 180 to maximum of 260. With UPS uninterrupted power supply, majority of them can withstand a voltage range between 180 to 260, and they are suitable for your computer devices. Now, there's one logic people use it for now again. They use it as a power surge. Now, there are some fluctuations that comes into your house. UPS help to control those fluctuations also. There are some surge, or there are some issues, or there are some transient that occurs that is supposed to affect your gadget, your TV. UPS still protect them. So you can use it as a backup. You can use it as somehow a surge to protect your appliances. So in Nigeria, it's not only used as backup, but to protect your appliances. These are the difference in three of them. So I will advise you, if your voltage is low for your AC, use a stabilizer. You don't use a UPS for your AC. It's not ideal. If you are using a surge for your AC, let it be that your voltage is not getting lower than 180. If the place is getting lower than 180, you use this. You can still use a stabilizer and a I'm an expert when it comes to electricity. I trained myself personally, though I studied electrical electronics and telecom from the Petroleum Training Institute, but I've done a lot of research I need to bring before Nigerians to help them. So I'm doing this tomorrow and on Saturday. On Saturday, I will be doing wonderfully great, going live on YouTube. So gather your questions from Natty then. I will share my link below so that you see it and make your comment, ask your question. You can go to WhatsApp if you want to make it like a voice note. If you want me to see it, you can use Facebook or WhatsApp. Drop it there, snap it, video it, send it to me. Let me look at it and give you feedback and tell you what to do. Thank you.